thinking of the whole idea of top-down thinking in worship. One of the great words about describing God's attitude and response to us as his creatures, a word I love is the word condescension. In top-down thinking, God is so great, so vast, so infinite, so perfect, so transcendent, so beyond us as creatures and as sinners, that for God to stoop down and take notice of us, care for us, to love us, is a tremendous expression of his character in his condescension to us, which eventually led to his descension in his Son descending down into this world in which we are, that we could be raised up to heaven where he sits now. And this well-known hymn and wonderful hymn by Henry Francis Lyte is a great example of that kind of top-down thinking and of God's condescension. Praise my soul, the King of heaven, to his feet your tribute bring. Ransomed, healed, restored, forgiven, who like you his praise should sing. And like many of Isaac Watts' hymns, this is based on Psalm 103, where David says, my soul bless the Lord and forget not all his benefits. And the various verses go through God's condescending grace to us. He knows our feeble frame. He rescues us from our foes. We are frail and ephemeral, passing like the flowers pass in the springtime and like the grass withers and the flower fades. But God endures, unchanging on. And the chorus for each one is praise him, praise him, praise him, praise him. Praise the everlasting King. It piles praise upon praise, but it gives us reasons to meditate on that should provoke that praise in us. And then, having stooped down to where we are, it lifts our eyes again up to heaven. Angels in the height adore him. You behold him face to face. Sun and moon bow down before him, all who dwell in time and space. And then this last line is brilliant. Praise with us the God of grace, because angels haven't experienced the grace of God. Angels in heaven haven't experienced the condescension of God that we experience, and how he condescends to raise us up into his presence as we worship the God of grace. As I mentioned earlier on in one of Henry Francis Lyte's hymns, he was born in Northern Ireland, educated in Portora and in Enniskillen, but his father refused to acknowledge him as his son, and that's why he sent him off to boarding school and insisted that he call him his uncle and not his father. And eventually he was ordained to the ministry and ministered in a church, a parish in England for most of his life. But he was ill so frequently that it was quite often the case that he was unable to actually minister to his congregation because of his illness. So this is a man who experienced tremendous suffering and affliction. He's also the person who wrote Abide with Me, and could also write a tremendous hymn like this. And it puts an extra light on the fourth verse. Just like summer flowers we flourish, blows the wind and it is gone. But while mortals rise and perish, God endures, unchanging on. Praise my soul, the King of heaven, to his feet your tribute bring. Ransomed, healed, restored, forgiven, who like you his praise should sing. Praise him, praise him, praise him, praise him, praise the everlasting King. Praise him for his grace and favour to our fathers in distress. Praise him still the same forever, slow to anger, swift to bless. Praise him, praise him, praise him, praise him, glorious in his faithfulness. Father, like he tends and spares us, well our feeble frame he knows. In his hands he gently bears us, rescues us from all our foes. Praise him, praise him, praise him, praise him, widely as his mercy flows. Just like summer flowers we flourish, blows the wind and they are gone. But while mortals rise and perish, God endures unchanging on. Praise him, praise him, praise him, praise him, praise the high eternal one. Angels in the height adore him, you behold him face to face. Sun and moon bow down before him, all who dwell in time and space. Praise him, praise him, praise him, praise him, praise with